I am so honored and just so thrilled to be connecting with all of you. I can't believe it. I can feel it. My body is aching. No, seriously, it's a joy and a privilege to be part of, because that's what it is. It's a gathering of light. And each person brings their light. We gather the light that you are, and we bring it to the one place, the one sacredness, the one light, because we're remembering the one light, because that's what it's about. Unity is one, consciousness is one, we're all returning to one, right? And so it's a gathering, right? It's not the gathering, because if it was the, it'd be a noun. But we're in motion. We are a verb, we are action, we are alive, we are breathing, we are part of it. So a lot of times we say, well, what are we a part of? And there's this, come along with me in a little journey. Come along with me in a little journey for a moment. We had a beautiful meditation. I love Reverend Draw's meditations. He does some channeling work, so that's why he talks as if the Holy Spirit and the divinity is there. So right now, since you had the divine talking to you, you had some beautiful words of wisdom, and all this stuff reminding you, the song, we start out with a song of questioning, what if? What if God was one of us? What if because we come here to this community not saying we have all the answers. And I've said this over the years. If you come across someone who has all the answers, run. Run, because the answer is you. You're the answer. Your answer for you is in you. And so let's just take this journey for a minute. Okay, so all of us have all of our busy mind. We have our busy mind, we have the thoughts. Right now, all of you are thinking about certain things, other things. You're listening to me, plus you're thinking about other things, right? It could be thinking about, the way your body is. You could be thinking about something you have to do later on. You could be thinking about what other people are doing in the room. You could be thinking about the weather. You could be thinking about all kinds of other things. All these other thoughts are going on. But there's this one part of you that's kind of the observer, that's watching, that's there, that other part. See if you can connect to, not change, not close your eyes, not do anything else, but feel, observe, and be a part of the observer that is there with you now. And that observer is feeling you can feel the wind. That observer notices the difference in the light in the room. That observer is feeling the outside of the building. That observer is bigger than the whole planet. That observer is out into the universe. That observer is this amazing presence. There is nowhere where it isn't. And yet, you here and now, in this one instant, in this one spot, can feel it, can be with it, without anything else changing in your life. Without anything else, with the busyness still going on, with all that other stuff happening, it is still there. It is still here. This is coming to a place of recognizing the Buddha nature, the divine, the Holy Spirit, Allah, that presence, angels, whatever you want to call it, but it is here. Always here. We like to refer to it as light. And so what does a spiritual community do? It reminds us always of three things. To do an upreach, to do an inreach, and do an outreach. And in that order. Always reminding us. The world will say, go outreach first. The bills will say, go outreach first. Everything else will say, go outreach first. But we're coming back to spiritual community tells you, go outreach first. And going into that outreach, we need to surrender. That's why immediately when we go to the outreach, we don't go to the outreach. We go to the in. We go up and then in to go out. So I go up and I connect to this observer, this presence, this capacity for, I just got this beautiful view of the clouds out the window out there. It was just so like this reminder of that outreach, right? It's there, it sparks, it lives. It starts to become more and more prevalent, calling you to come back, to reach, to this, to not get distracted by all of the other stuff. Come up, come up, come up to me, to feel that, to know that, to be in that. And as a community, to then remind each other, go up first. When we're in pain and understand, I need to have faith. I need to have the reminder that I can go up, that there is an up, that there is a place that can help, that can serve, that can be there and provide and create and do anything and everything that is possible. This is amazing to be reminded of the up, to go up first. It is so important. And that's why we don't have to worry about the particular way that you need to do to go up, or what you want to call your up experience, or how you want to define it. Because as soon as we start to say that there's only one way to do it, we limit it. We quench the capacity and the power of that grace and that goodness. But then we have to go in. And we have to say to ourselves, am I minimizing all of this? Can I keep clear? Can I be a clear mirror of that which I just reached up to? So that I can reflect to the world purity of light, not my attachments to it. And in community with each other, can we bring that challenge to each other? That reminder. And we've been studying all different ways, and we connect to everything, but I like the simple philosophies. They really seem to help us the most. And right, when we have something like the Toltec wisdom that says, just do your best. Don't make assumptions. Don't take things personally. What about simple values like that? And asking yourself, am I trying to project my judgment onto you, onto the world, onto my community, onto what it is? Or do I really feel the pure inspiration? Think about it. What that when you connected to that vast expanse, does it really need you to do all the little stuff for it? Or could all that be taken care of? Because that's the next step, is the outreach to the world. And as a community, we have been doing it. We do it in the place of that we respect and appreciate every single individual, every single idea. Now, we talk about the world religions, but it isn't about the world religions. It's about a human being that's in there with a heart that's beating for itself, with challenges that are as everyday as can be, and saying to them, I will stand next to you and help you along the road that you feel that you need to travel. And be that reminder, be that pure reflective light, that mirror of the highest possible truth that I can hold on to in this moment. But I will stand by you and I will stand with you. And that's what we have in our words of wisdom. That John Shelby Spong is that bishop that was reminding us that this is something new, this is greater, this is that idea. And that as each one of us thinks that we're sticking our feet in the sand and we think, oh, this is the right answer and I can't go any further, we remind ourselves to be more light, to be more embracing, to be more expansive, to be more uplifting and say inclusivity, unity, heart. Get out of your head and into your heart, because your heart, not emotion, not about personalities, but about the principle, about truth, about a heart that is that expanse. That expanse is that heart. So we cultivate it. We grow it. This is who we are. This is what we do as a community. And do we get it right all the time? No, we're going to stumble, we're going to fall, we're going to do all kinds of crazy things. Throughout the years, so many crazy things have happened, and different personalities come in and come out in different ways. Everybody's at a different level at a different time. But it's all about allowing growth to come, to be. Allow all of us to grow. Allow all of us to be hurt, to be in pain, to think we have the answers, to forgive, to move on, to keep going. To keep going because that we are the diamonds. Lo cosmos thou. May all beings be happy and free. The only way we're going to be free is to have communities like this, to have concepts like this that draw from the ancient and expand in something we haven't even comprehended yet. And to say yes to it all and not try to contrive it and make it be anything else. It is a challenge indeed. It is something that we want to stand in and hold to and keep sacred in all that we do. This is what I've learned in 25 years of being here. And one thing that I've been so honored to watch is that how much when people come to gathering and really get it and really do it, the first thing that they want to do is to make sure that they serve others in the world. And they do good and do kindness. And as a spiritual community like no other, I mean, you can go to a yoga studio and there can be nice little get-togethers there, but the outreach, the going there, the feeding, the starter packs, the backpacks, the helping children, bringing our children in and saying the children are doing this, and asking the children to teach us, not teach them. All of the different things that we do to serve each other, being there. It's been an interesting year. It has challenged us, but it also has evolved us. And if we choose now to take that call to evolution to a higher place, let us take each other, let us take this gathering of light to a new place, a place we've not been before, to go up higher, to reach up. And it's going to take each and every one of us to upreach in a higher place than we've ever upreached before, to know, to live, to be the purest reflection of light and love that we are. Our other words of wisdom said that we went from magnitude to littleness. So the call of this community is to come back to the magnitude, come back to the great light, to come back to the light that you are, because it's right here, right now, waiting for you. And so it is. And so it is. So that's our little challenge to keep going as a community this year. And I hope that I know that we can do above and beyond. I can't wait to see how it all evolves out. And it's going to be a wondrous journey for us all. But like I said, our wondrous work that we do is that we reach out to the community as a community. And we've done some wonderful prayer work with our prayer chain, our prayer stars. John is still bringing them back in and making sure they're still going. But we did the cards of prayers, right, to the nursing homes. And we've added now our rosary prayers, and we've done our chanting prayers, and we just keep putting it out there so you don't feel alone. Because, as Dr. Martin Luther King reminded us last week, you cannot walk alone. So we said, we're going to all stand in our light now, those that are here right now, just to remind us, because one of the things we've always loved to do from the beginning of Gathering of Light is we've shared our light. We've stood in light, we've lit our little candles. It's funny, as all kinds of tragedies happen in the world, right? Everybody gathers for a candle lighting because we're always that inner cool inside of us, and we want to share our light. So put the names of those that you feel need some extra light, some love, and some healing. And sing out. Those of you who've been to the gathering, you'll know this one. We've all done it for so long, but it's a great one to remind us of holding the light and only seeing the light, so that the light can be as grand as it's meant to be. As we think of those in need of light, put them in our circle. There is a candle in every soul, some brightly burning, some dark and cold. There is a each other, when you find yourself in a dark place, in a lot of fear, that means that the divine is calling to you to use your light. You need to be that light. And I know it seems so tiny, this little light, but this little light will bring light to the darkest of rooms. Trust the light that you are and how important your connection is to the light. And how much we are going to continue to do all that we can to continue to grow and evolve as a community, because we are here for each other, because we are a family whose hearts are blazing. So let's raise our candles and light up the sky. Pray to our power in the name of Spirit. Make us a beacon in darkest night. So carry a candle, run to the darkness, seek out the helpless, confused and torn. Hold out your candle for all to see. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world. You know, we always said not to blow out the candle, but to embrace, right? To embrace that light, to pull it in, to embrace that for you, to know that we want to keep it inside of each and every one of us.